May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant shifa to those who are sick, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive those who have passed on. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to keep those people who have a need in our prayers, inshallah. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah wa kafa wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa mawala. Brothers and sisters in Islam, what we try to do every Monday evening is take 10 minutes of your time and to reinforce adab, which is the lifestyle which will bring fruits of goodness within our community. One thing we need to understand is that Shaitan is more active within these four walls than he is outside these four walls. Understand this. He is more active within these four walls than he is outside the four walls. Because his goal is to somehow disrupt our continuity here in the masjid, or be a source of disrupting someone else from continuing to come in the masjid. That is why Islam emphasizes a lot on unity and togetherness and congregation. Why? Because it forces us to come together over and over and over again, so that we can learn to live amongst each other. So the word I want to focus on today is consideration. A brother who was visiting us from England many years ago in Florida told us a very interesting story. He said one of his friends was a frequent attendee at the masjid. And for some reason, he stopped coming to the masjid. So one day he saw them on the street and he asked them, "I don't see you at the masjid anymore." And he said it out of concern. SubhanAllah, nowadays we have this thing that, if you don't come to masjid anymore, did you read your kalima? When's the last time you prayed Jummah? We interrogate people. And he was asking out of concern, "I don't see you anymore at the masjid." And he said, "I'm not coming to the masjid anymore." He said, "Why? What happened?" He said, "The people there, like animals. Tell me what happened. I'll help you fix it." You see, one day I was coming into the masjid, I was taking off my shoe, and a person came from behind and pushed me. And you know what? I don't need to go to the masjid anymore. Who is making him think like this? Everyone tell me. Shaitan. Your personality has been put to question, so you don't need to go anymore. He tried to reason with him and he said, "I'm not going to come to masjid, that's end of story." So he let his friend go. Many weeks later, he saw him when he was passing by that street. He was with crutches. He stopped and he asked him, "What happened to you?" He said, "It's a long story." "I want to tell me, please. I want to know if you're okay." He said, "A guy at work, him and I got into a fight. I fell down some stairs, broke my leg." He said, "What are you going to do now?" He said, "Well, I'm off from work. I'm on paid leave, and I'm waiting for the cast to get off, and so on and so forth." He said, "What will you do when the cast gets off?" What did he say, everyone? "Go back to work." Go back to work. What happens is that we have lost the value of our togetherness. And Shaitan makes small things the reason to disunite us. That is why last week I talked about the 4 phrases. Please, thank you, I'm sorry. What was the 4th one, everyone? I forgot. How's that? Thank you, I'm sorry, please. Excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. There's 4 things I want to talk about and we'll be done with it. Number 1, children. I said last week the importance of children coming to the masjid. But I want to make sure the parents understand that so long that we train our children behind these glass doors to be respective of what's inside these glass doors, we will pray with them. Does that make sense? So we will pray with our children behind these glass doors until we know they're ready to come within these glass doors. We need to spend that time with them to be a source of encouragement. For those of us whose children are not standing behind those doors, we should also show encouragement to them and telling them they did a good job. And mashallah, they did a good job so that they will be encouraged to do better. Number 2, brothers and sisters, attire. We should not be judgmental of other people's attires and how they're dressing. Many a times people are coming to the masjid for the first time. They may not be Muslims and they don't know. But we may run them away by criticizing how they are dressed. The best way to enforce the good dress code, a modest dress code, is that what we wear. I'm referring especially to the pants where the shirt and the pants disconnect in sajda. And you could see the back. This is not acceptable in prayer. So if you're wearing clothing which is tight, that you know when you go down in prostration or you go in sujood, that your pants will disconnect enough, that your shirt will lift and your body will be exposed. Wear a t-shirt or an undershirt underneath so you could connect the two. But remember, it's essential to understand that our body, especially from our navel to below our knee for the brothers and for the sisters, the entire body except for the hand and feet and their face, should not be showing during the salah. So this is something that we need to practice, inshallah, and create an atmosphere where other people will be practicing. Last two things. For those who smoke, for those who eat some, mashallah, very good food at home, which has a lot of garlic or garlic sauce or whatever else. We know the hadith of Rasulullah that we should not come to the masjid in that condition. Why? What was the word I said in the beginning? Consideration. Make sure that our odor from our mouth is not becoming a nuisance or a disturbance to the person next to us. So if we did have a cigarette or we ate something which was outside, I'm not here giving fatwas tonight, go in the wudu area and use a miswak or clean your mouth. Rinse it out. This is very important. And there's a custom for some people that they're in prayer, mashallah, it's not happening here, I'm just saying generally. They're in prayer and then they'll start burping and they'll start yawning and brothers and sisters, we use our hand and we cover our mouth, inshallah. Let's not normalize these situations. Last thing. We dress in a way that we would dress in front of anyone notable or important. So we come to the masjid, inshallah, we dress in nice attire and make sure we smell nice also, because we are speaking to who in prayer? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And which creation puts their mouth close to our mouth as we recite? The angels. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to create an atmosphere where we're upholding goodness, where we're considerate of others, where our smiles and good words bring people closer. May Allah protect us from becoming a disruption or a disturbance that will run people away from the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah allow us to conquer the plot of the shaitan and reinforce the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.